Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Heart to Heart. My name's Ben Hartley, and on today's episode, we're talking about whether or not you should attend a bridal show. So today we're talking about whether or not you should attend a bridal show. This question actually, by the way, Michael, this question actually came from someone who had a little bit more like specific to it, like specific filters. So the question originally populated because this individual was like, I don't have very much space. It's a last minute show. Do I even bother to attend? I think we should just pull out all the way and say a bridal show is even worth it. Like, it's 2018. Like, this is the day of Instagram. This is the day, like should you be attending a bridal show? That's the big question. Then we're going to dive in and talk a little bit about what if you don't have enough space? What if there's not very many people? What if it's a small show? What if it's this weekend? So let's talk about this. You guys, I've bought in to the belief, to the lie, candidly, that bridal shows are outdated. That if you go to a bridal show, that you're going to get budget brides. That if you go to bridal shows, you're going to get brides who don't. And we should not say brides, just couples. You're going to get couples who don't really value photography. You're going to get couples who they're not quality. Right? It's like that's the stigma. The stigma is bridal fairs, bridal shows are for like beginner photographers. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, and it's not going to do the job for you. And I'm here to tell you guys that you're wrong. I'm here to tell you like that I was wrong. I believe that. I bought into that for a while. So we need to kind of address that fact because you guys, here's the reason why, by the way. I actually get it, Michael. I understand why people think it's a waste. Because it's the same reason that I thought it was a waste. Like, I've been to bridal shows and I've left with nothing. I've been to multiple bridal shows and walked away with my Sunday gone, out $500 to $1,000 depending on it, and feeling like, well, I validated that belief, like that was a bunch of waste. So I totally get it. I know why you think they are too, but I'm here to tell you you're wrong. It's not that the bridal show sucks, it's just kind of that like we suck. Like, there's a right way to do a bridal fair and there's a wrong way to do one. And for the longest time, we've been doing them wrong. And so, look, this is like Michael, this is like a half-day training of like bridal shows. So because we don't have a half day, because we don't have an hour even, I want to just talk about like a couple key things. Like, even if your booth space is incredibly small, everyone gets caught up in a bridal show with like what their booth design looks like, what they show, the couches, building walls, all this shenanigans. And I need to tell you guys something, like people, they will not remember what your booth looked like. They will not remember the images that they saw. They will not remember what you said. They will remember how you made them feel. You get that, right? You cannot sit behind a fold-out chair. You cannot stand there with a bunch of pamphlets wishing that people would walk up to you. You cannot simply extend them out to them saying like, hi, we're giving away a free engagement shoot. Contact us today if you'd like. You have to step out and give of yourself, like give of yourself, of your personality, of your passion, of your care for them. You've got to kind of break the fourth wall of bull. And what I mean is this, bridal shows are full of bull. Like, every vendor is sitting there and they're all spewing out the same lines, the same like, hi, free engagement session for this, $200 off for this, sign up for my form to win a free gift card to something. And it's all of this is like me. And then when you actually step in, and it's always the same pitch. It's always like, hi, this is me. This is my business. This is how long I've been. This is how long I've been in business. This is the way that I run my business. This is the photographs that you're going to get with my business. I'm very fun. I'm very charismatic, and I'm very authentic. You guys, the first, like, you need to understand something. When somebody tells you like that they're fun, authentic, and I don't know what other words are. If they have to tell you that that's what they are, they probably aren't any of those things. Like, you need to actually feel it from them. So if you're out there trying to express that you're like this fun photographer, if you're out there trying to express that you're an authentic photographer, if you're trying to express that you're going to give them real photographs, then you need to cut all of the shit and just give them that. Just give them real. And so I love to actually like stand out there and just say, like, this show is insane. Like, this whole thing is nuts, and you're exhausted, I'm sure. And so what I'd much rather do is, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that I met you. I'd love to show you a few of our images, but more importantly, I want to hear what you actually care about. I could tell you anything under the sun, and everyone else is telling you the same thing. I'm far more interested in actually understanding what it is that you care about to see if I can actually deliver that for you. So tell me, when you think about your photographs, like what do you want? Like imagine 5 years from now and you're happy as all get out. You're stoked about your wedding day and you're in love with your photographs. What would those pictures have to look like in order for you to feel that way? Tell me about that. And then they're gonna like say something, I'm like, sweet, 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 yes, yes, yes. That is so me, dope, let's do this thing. And then I pull up my phone and I say, can I text you this week? Can I shoot you a text so we can follow up and just like chat a little bit more about what all you're planning? And so like that's just a little mini example. That's like a snippet of it. And all I'm getting at is that bridal shows can be so incredibly successful, but everyone is worried about the stuff that doesn't matter. Everyone's worried about their printout cards that they're gonna hand people. Everyone's worried about the booth display. Everyone's worried about if they've got a corner booth, if they're in the front of the booth, if they've got the biggest thing there or whatever it is, who's sandwiched in between, the foot traffic. Like when really you just need to be focused on that one person who you're staring at in the eyes and you're actually giving a shit about. And then you actually have to. Michael, probably the hardest thing about bridal shows is it means that you actually have to care for people. It means that you actually have to be curious and you actually have to be real. And I think for a lot of people that's hard. I think it is. So bridal shows are ludicrously effective. Side note too, one more little anecdote, if you will. This is not just for bridal shows. This is not just for bridal fairs as a wedding photographer, but like, you know, in the industry, we've got a number of sponsors, a number of supporters, and you know, we'll go out to like a WPPI, a big trade show event floor, and you'll see those big trade show floors, and like Canon's got a booth size that's like 1,000 square feet dedicated to Canon, right? And then there'll be these little janky shops, these are like startup companies. It is what it is. These little startup companies and these little side booths. You guys, I worked one of these little side booths once for a company that I really believed in, a company that I love. And I worked this side booth and we dominated. We walked away from that trade show floor like our booth was just nonstop active. It was nonstop energy. There was so much going on. There was so much lead generation that came from it. And I know it's because of the way that we simply made people feel, the way that we stood, we stepped out, we never sat. You guys should never once sit at a bridal show. Like if you're gonna dedicate your weekend to this thing, if you're gonna spend $1,000 on this thing, then you better not sit on your tush. Like you better make it worth it, you know? Look, I feel like I'm starting to rant at this point. There's so much to be considered, but I want you guys to know, in 2018, bridal shows are on the table. And they're not just gonna give you budget brides. They're not just gonna give you people who don't care about photography. Can I tell you a little secret? You don't just suddenly wake up one day and like attract a brand that just like brings in your ideal client. You take clients and you turn them into your ideal client by the way that you treat them. We create ideal clients. We do not suddenly wake up one day with an ideal client in our inbox. You create them. A bridal show is an opportunity to get your face in front of 1,000 couples and create more and more ideal clients. And at the very least, you're gonna practice getting good at it. You guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Heart to Heart. Look, if you can, do me a favor, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment down below if you've got a great tip for running a bridal show with amazing success, because I know I don't have it all figured out. Let me know what your bridal show tip is. Leave it in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys. There's a ton more videos, by the way, to go check out. So maybe over here or up here, or maybe over here. We'll see if actually that happens. Michael, maybe. Michael's gonna be editing this. But I'd love to check out the vlog, any of the other playlists that are around. Thank you guys, we'll see you.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you,